Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well today. It is Monday. Oh, is it Monday? Last night, oh my goodness, walked out the back door and there was a hawk right at the back door sitting on the compost pile. And a young bird, not hunting at the right time of day. And so I'll be dealing with that. I knew she had two young. She was hollering back and forth to him for the past month. Um, but apparently, this one is not learning how to hunt at the right time or is just so hungry that it is definitely just doing what it can. So we'll be watching this young hawk and see what happens. That's why getting pigeons is such a bad idea for this area, even though I think it would be so much fun to have them and like the rolling and the all of those kind of pigeons. So, you know, that's why I haven't done it is because of the hawk situation in this area. Did all that make sense? I'm just really worried about it. So, it's kind of changed my plans again. The weather changed my plans of moving the young birds, and now I've got this hawk situation. So I'm going to have to do a little fencing before I can move them. It's driving me crazy. I picked up Goofball, one of the youngest birds, and I wanted to talk to him a little bit, and he pooped all over me. So I've already had to change my clothes today. All right. Um, Plans on the homestead. Today and all of this week will be dedicated to turning the brooder barn into a grow house. And I'm excited about it because this means that little building can have two uses, um, one for brooding chickens and the other as a grow house to continue to grow plants through as long as I can. We're going to see how this works. I don't know how it's going to work. But we have heaters and lights and lamps and all of the things we need, new soils, pots, seeds. I have plants to transfer in there so that way we have kind of a staggered throughout. I'm going to pull out some of these tomato starts and pepper things that are already growing back here and kind of throw them in there a little bit in their own pots and kind of get them big again. So we got a lot going on. Be doing a lot of clearance. I do plan on going to West Harrison or to Harrison, Ohio, and going to Big Lots and to the feed store down there. Tractor Supply has fired one of the most amazing employees that I've ever seen at a farm store. And I'm really upset with them for that. Um, just bad practice. This girl knows everything that I need to know about chickens and goats. And if I were to get cattle or sheep or any of those things, and they got rid of their best resource at Tractor Supply. So I'm really upset with that. I wish I could call her. I wish I could get in contact with her because I'd really like to um, let her know just how much I appreciated her. I've thought about sending an email to the corporate division and just chewing him out and possibly severing my connection with Tractor Supply. So I'm on the verge of considering that. And then what I will do is I am planning on going down to Farm and Home and stocking up on all my winter feeds, fall feed. I'm going to try to get enough to stock me up for a few months um, with goat and so on and so forth. But I won't be using any Tractor Supply affiliate. I'm just going to go down and get it. I'm really, really upset over this. This really makes me upset. So, anyway, yeah, I'm about ready to cry about it. This girl has saved me time, money. When I go in, I have a situation, I can tell her what it is, and she just rattles off what it is. So, very upset over this. More than you will know. So, I've got some fencing to do. I've got the brooder barn to turn into a grow barn. Got lots of laundry I need to work on. Trying to get all of my summer stuff washed up, set aside the things that I'm not going to wear anymore for the season, and then start planning on bringing in my autumn and fall clothing back out in an appropriate amount. So that way I'm covered for cooler evenings, hotter days, and kind of get my wardrobe in a gear where it can go right into my winter clothes. Seriously. I do need to go get some clothing. I have 4 pair of overalls, cover overalls, bib overalls, and I plan on going and buying a couple more pair. These are all falling apart. I've got one that's broken on the top. I have a pair that's split up the back legs, and when I go out in public with them, I get lots of looks with those. All of them have holes in the legs, so I need a couple more bibs, and I also want to get some more clearance spring tops, tank tops, summer dresses, things like that. So I will probably show you all of that when I decide to go. I'll be going to a place called Label Shoppers. Everything is always a very affordable price. And so I want to get there and do that very soon. I'd like to take you in with me, but I don't try on clothes. I normally just buy and then go home, and it works because I know what to wear or what sizes to buy. There's something else I want to talk about. This week, tonight starts the Democratic convention. And I think that it's very important if you are, you know, a Trump supporter to watch these things. I watch so many Trump speeches that I can't even hardly stomach his voice anymore, but I listen to him because I want to try to hear what people are hearing, and I don't hear it. I hear racist remarks. I hear dumb stuff coming out of his mouth. The policies that he wants to put forth, if you look at the policies, not listen to him, if you look at the policies in black and white, there's some scary, scary things going on. And once again, I tell you, if you have not read Project 2025, please do so. MSNBC is doing like a series where they're going through each part of it. This last part that they went through that I saw this morning, it was 17 hours ago, but I watched it this morning, was about the education. Now, when I read it, it didn't really sink in until I heard the fella talking about in depth, looking at defunding the federal government education system. When you look at the proposal and you look at where the money's going, where the vouchers are going, and how it really made more sense listening to him talk about it, and it made it that much more scary. If you think our children are at risk right now for whatever you're thinking they're at risk for, other than being shot in the classroom or have their security of food taken away from them, and the idea that they can get treated well in a school no matter who they are or what they think, um, disabled children and the disabled and learning disabilities will not be addressed with the Project 2025. And it kind of coincides with how Donald Trump feels about um, injured veterans and his own great nephew who is handicapped. Um, he doesn't want to see it. And I believe he even told his nephew um, that he should let his son die. He didn't want to be seen with veterans who have given their all as amputees at at events because it doesn't look good. Well, it's life. And if you serve in the military and you've given yourself in that manner, you are a hero. But he doesn't think that John McCain was a hero because he got captured and that he decided to stay with his group rather than be released and he was tortured. But that's not a hero. I heard him try to explain what he meant about the Congressional Medal of Honor versus the Presidential Freedom Medal. There is no comparison. And the way that he handed those out, that really was like garbage. He handed it to people that supported him financially through his campaign. But he doesn't think that it is a worthwhile for those who have been shot up with a lot of bullets or killed in the line of duty to receive. I don't know. I just think that you really need to listen to what he says. You know, he's so disrespectful to our military, so disrespectful to our veterans. Just so disrespectful. And there is no way that you're going to explain that out because I've listened to everything he's said. I've listened to him try to rebuttal what he has said or refuddle, as he has said before. Um, and there's none. There's absolutely none. This man is not worthy to step on a stage with a veteran. And as far as Vance goes, Lady Vance, um, what a piece of garbage. I just think he's garbage too. I think they're both garbage. And if you want your country run by garbage, well, that's what you're going to get. But I do recommend reading Project 2025 if you care about anybody other than yourself or your agenda. I don't get it. I don't understand the draw to Trump and his. I mean, if you want this to be a Christian nation, which it is absolutely not, then maybe that's what you desire. But if you want it to be a Christian nation and you want to follow a president who has Christian values, you don't follow someone who was involved with trafficking young women sexually with Epstein, someone who has been found guilty of, in the words, rape, or has said that they feel obligated, that it's their obligation and it's okay to grab a woman in the private area of her body, which he was found guilty of, even though he calls it locker room talk, but you were found guilty. 32 women have actually come forward. I mean, I don't get it. Y'all want this to be a, a country of values and morals, but the person that's leading you is like the least. I don't get it. And you say, well, Jesus has has appointed Trump. That in itself, I've got corn flies everywhere here. They drive me nuts. Um, is weird. It's weird. If you are claiming to be a Christian and you follow Trump, that's weird. That's just weird. When someone says, well, you're a bad Jew if you don't vote for me, well, what? I mean, you want to talk about division in this country? Well, the division is right here. it, I hear you people say that Biden and Harris has caused more division in our country. There's no facts. As a matter of fact, they're bringing people closer. It's just the people that you don't want involved in our country that she's bringing together. Trump is a racist. He's been found guilty of racist practices with his father over apartments. He wanted to have American Indians blood tested. I mean, just the most crazy things in the world, calling all of these immigrants criminals and rapists and drug. That's crazy. And under Biden and Harris, by the way, there's been more fentanyl arrests, illegal arrests, and more people found that were on the terrorist list than any of the Trump time. So I don't know. Y'all don't want division, but you're making division. And this is the decisive moment. Do you listen to garbage out of a garbage mouth? Or do you listen to people that actually want to help our country and the people and the children and everyone of our country? That's what's important. That's all I have to say. Division in our country, all I see in the Biden Harris administration is trying to bring people together. Now, the Harrison Walls campaign, I see people coming together. I see all people coming together. I see women coming together. I see Republicans coming to Harris because they know that Trump is danger to our country. And the only comparison I can give you is that I think of Trump as Caesar and the United States as Rome. And if Trump gets in, Rome will fall. If Trump doesn't get in, will there be such chaos that we've never, ever seen before in our country? I don't know. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Just something to think about. I'm watching this situation because I think there might be something going on out there. Either that or they're just running away from Oliver. But I need to go check. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Bye. Woo.